Hello, my She's Magic sisters, and welcome to another Pick a Card. And tonight's reading, this is the Full Moon Magic, and so if you could take a moment and center yourself. Just take a moment to take a deep breath and then let your intuition guide you to either pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, or pile 4. Okay. All right, let's get this reading started. So for those of you that picked pile 1, you picked the amethyst crystal. It's the rough amethyst crystal. And let's see what Spirit wants you to know this full moon of what you need to release and what is blocking you. So I'm going to go ahead and start with your oracle cards. And the goddess that it's generosity, Oshan. Oshan is the goddess of generosity. So this could be something that, as I'm feeling, it's like you have a pure heart and you're very giving. And so sometimes that stands in your way. Sometimes that blocks you because you're feeling overly generous. Maybe you've been overly generous with your time and you haven't been putting yourself first. Because if you can see this beautiful goddess, she has a content smile on her face and she's in bliss. She knows that she's filled her cup up. She wears the pinnacles around her arm. It's like she's draped herself in sunshine and she knows her worth. So what I'm hearing for my pile 1s is generosity is something that leads you. This action of generosity helps you towards your manifestation, but don't forget that sometimes when you're overly generous, you feel depleted. You can feel different than this image of this goddess. So Spirit wants you to know that stand in this energy of bliss with generosity. Let's go further and let's just see what else comes up. So the next card I have for you is, okay, so Builder is another card. So this is from the Angel Oracle deck about life purpose, but it says your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. I'm feeling like for my pile 1s, this isn't literal about, building a home, but this is more about if you're building a business or if you're building a relationship or, you have this deep sense of accomplishment when you build other people up, when you're building something. Like, I almost feel like this could be part of your work. And so what Spirit is sharing with me right now, that sometimes, although you love your work, and part of it could be literal, you could be working with builders, but it's almost like because it is your passion, you overly give. And sometimes this blocks you from manifesting because you're so depleted. So it's what I'm hearing from Spirit is that you really should take some time to go inward and build yourself up. Build up that generosity within so you are feeling blissful. Like I was saying with Oshan, her generosity, you can see that she's content with the look on her face. And sometimes when we're giving so much, we can feel resentful. And so even though you have a very generous heart, sometimes it feels um, like it's forceful. You don't mind giving, but you don't want people to take advantage of you. And because you easily say yes, because your work means so much to you, that sometimes it gets taken advantage of, is what I'm hearing. So that could be a block where you're feeling so depleted that it's keeping you from manifesting what you really want. So let's just see what the energy is. So we've got the man holding a heart. So funny. It's like you've got the man holding the heart. You've got this man who's the builder. So this could be about a relationship. It could be completely opposite from what I was saying earlier about work. You know, you could be involved with someone that is a contractor. You know, this could be literal. He could be a builder and he's holding your heart. But, you know, I'm just looking at this beautiful energy card. So it's almost like you're feeling there's something going on. We'll find out more with the tarot cards, but there's something going on where you've been overly generous. You know, it's this feeling of building something where you feel a sense of accomplishment. And this could be a relationship, or maybe it's thinking that a relationship is going to fulfill you. It's going to feel like you've built this foundation, and maybe that is what this is about. Let's move on with your tarot cards. Okay, so you've got Archangel Raphael. Not a lot of masculine energy here. Archangel Raphael is about the heart. So I'm feeling like this is my pile ones. This is more about a relationship. That you've given your heart to someone. And, you know, like I said, it could be literal about, you know, like he is a builder or he works with his hands, or, but somebody is holding your heart and you've been generous. You've been really generous with this person. And you're not, it's like you're not manifesting the relationship that you want. You're not feeling this bliss. It's like you've given your heart, and you could be the builder of, you know, it's like whenever you give your heart, you're going to give it 100%. You want this relationship to work, and this man is holding your heart. And you've got the Archangel Raphael, and it's the heart chakra, so it's taking care of your heart, opening up your heart. Well, let's see, maybe that's what you're manifesting. Maybe that's what you've been trying to manifest, is a relationship. Let's move on, and so I can get a little bit more clarity. Okay, so we've got the Akashic Library. So with the Akashic Library, it's about everything you need to know is in this library. And let's see what we've got here. We've got the waterfall. So that's the Six of Forces, the waterfall. Okay, so let me just take a look here. Yeah, so there's this, and you've got a lot of masculine energy. So you're building something. And with the Akashic library showing up, is what I'm feeling is you've been in a lot of thought about it. And so maybe you've been very particular You're trying to call in a relationship. That's really what you're wanting to manifest this full moon. And you've been feeling blocked. And what Spirit is saying is that you've been overly generous with your time, and wanting to really call in this person in your life, and your heart chakra is open, but in the library it's like you're overthinking it. It's almost like, what do I need to improve about myself? What am I lacking? What is wrong? Like, it's in this deep thought of really really considering, why isn't this manifesting, this relationship that I'm desiring? It's almost like you're saying, I give 100% to a relationship. I'm very compassionate. When I'm building something, I put 100%. I will give this man my whole heart. My heart is open, but why isn't it manifesting? So you're in this deep thought. And what Spirit wants you to know is you need to release it, because you can see the waterfall. It's flowing. The waterfall's flowing. It's going with the flow. It's not fighting with the current. It's not trying to make something happen. So it's almost like there could be, for my pile ones, there could be someone in your life that really isn't in alignment with you, and you've been overly giving to this relationship and it's not working. And so it puts you in this energy of overthinking and wondering if you're on the right track for calling this person in, or if he is the right person. And what Spirit is saying is that when you are calling in a relationship, that it's supposed to flow easily like a waterfall. If you're receiving resistance, it's either you're holding on too tight, you're coming from a place of you're not enough. And when you love yourself, you open up your heart. You call on Archangel Raphael to open your heart up to love yourself, to be generous with yourself. Because it's almost like I'm feeling like you're giving this person, this could be a love interest, but you're giving this person so much of your heart that you're forgetting about yourself. And because you're not receiving what you are wanting to call in, you're starting to doubt yourself. And then it's like, it's like when you're, when you don't have the answers, we go to the library to look for the answers. And so it's this feeling of, I am generous, I'm loving, like I could give you my heart. We could build something together. I give you my heart. But then there's some kind of resistance. So during this full moon, it's about releasing and knowing that you are enough, and that your generous heart is enough to call in this love relationship. And when it's the right one, it flows. It's like release this full moon. Release this energy of holding on too tight. And then see how it manifests, because it's almost like when you let go, the waterfall just flows, and it's, you can see, it's like it just comes in, and it comes in, powerful. And that's what I'm hearing for my pile ones, is that when you release this energy of feeling like there's something wrong with you or something you need to fix with yourself, this is when this relationship will flow so easily. This is when you will feel this contentment, and see how she's smiling and the sun is around her, and then there's looks like lemons that are growing above her. It's like the tree is being filled with fruit. And so it's almost like that's how you will feel, because if you're feeling depleted, then it's very hard for you to feel like you're in the right relationship. So Spirit wants you to know that release this energy that you aren't enough to have the relationship. You're already enough. Your heart is open. Call on Archangel Raphael for the guidance that you need in order to call in this love, because the person that you're wanting is already there. You know, this is that goddess energy, and just standing in your truth and knowing that you already have whatever it takes, and that, you know, all of these men, you know, it's like I see 4 men in this reading, like they're just going to come to you like this waterfall. Once you release this energy of feeling like you're not enough, once you step into your goddess energy and know that you are lovable and you're worth being loved, you're the one that's blocking it. It's this blocking of feeling like, if I keep giving of myself, I keep giving, and depleting myself almost, like then he will see who I am, then he will love me, then he will be willing to build this relationship. But, you know, Archangel Raphael is here to remind you that you already are enough. Your heart is open. You deserve love. Stop overthinking it. Stop looking for the answers, feeling like I'm not enough, so maybe I need to figure out what's wrong with me. Because when you release this, that's what's blocking you from this relationship. Once you release it, that's when your waterfall flows in of love. That's where, you know, it's almost like I'm seeing that you're going to have more than one person approach you that wants to have a relationship with you, and then you're going to have the opposite of trying to figure out, who do I choose? So I hope this resonates with my pile ones, but know that during this full moon ritual, you are being asked to release the energy of not being enough, and know that your feelings are what's blocking you from this relationship that you're truly desiring. Okay, thank you, and I hope that this resonated with you. And if it has, you know, leave a comment and let me know that it resonated with you. And also, you know, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, because I will be doing more readings like this. So have an amazing, magic full moon ceremony for yourself. We're creating full moon magic here. Thank you. Okay, she's magic sister. So if you picked pile 2, this reading is for you for this full moon magic. And this is the raw turquoise stone. So this is what you picked for your pile 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So the goddess is her name is I'm going to hack this name up. She's the goddess of the past. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I know I'm going to hack it up. But, so she is the goddess of the past. So it's like you can see how beautiful she is. And her eyes are glazed over. It's like she doesn't see the future because she's so stuck in the past. Okay, so what I'm hearing from Spirit is that this is what's blocking you. It's, you know, it's what you're wanting to call in, what you're trying to manifest, but you're staying too much in the past. Okay, let's see so here you heal with kind words, wise advice, and empathetic ear, counseling. Okay. So what I'm kind of feeling is you're wanting to go through a transformation, and I see, there's a fairy here with the wings. So it's like transformation and wanting the guidance. And you might counsel others. You might be a coach. You're always lending an empathetic ear. Your kind words heal others. But what you're trying to manifest and what's blocking you is that you've been stuck in the past energy. So although you're counseling, it's almost what Spirit is saying is to listen to your own words. Listen to your own counsel. Because you give great advice, but you're not taking your own advice, is what I'm hearing. So let's see what the energy is here. Yep. So we've got Angel of Balance. So this is a beautiful card. So what this is saying to me is that what you're wanting to manifest, the resistance there is holding on to the past. And when you have balance, it's like you're staying in the future and the present. It's like you're seeing the future and you are staying in the present, but you're not so much in the past, because that's how you're creating the balance. When you're too much in the past, it's very hard for you to manifest what you're wanting now, because manifestation is in the future. It's what you're trying to call in. So staying in the balance of becoming intentional and being more present and listening to your own words. So when you're counseling others, that's Spirit speaking through you to what you need to hear, is what I'm hearing right now. Spirit wants you to know that the words that you speak to others is for you to listen as well, to be present. Be present and know that as you counsel others, you are receiving the message that you need to hear. So let's go ahead and move on to your tarot cards. So yeah, we've got the 5 of Roses, the 8 of Roses, and the Architect. Okay. Yeah, so the roses are, they're cups in the tarot reading. So this is emotional. So 5 of Roses is this, like a 5 of Cups energy. And it's like you know what you want, but it's not manifesting. So you start doubting yourself. And then with the 8 of Roses, it's Spirit is saying to connect with your tribe, connect with your community, create balance in your life, because the Architect is about new beginnings. It's about building something new. So for my pile 2s, what I'm hearing is what you're really wanting to manifest is a new connection, feeling this new transformation. You really have been working on it, with this Architect. Sometimes it can mean literal, like building something, building a home. But this, for me, with the roses, this is really an emotional thing. It's like being stuck in the past. And, it's like you're really desiring this new beginning. You want a new life. You want this transformation, but you're not feeling in balance. It's because you're stuck in the past. And so if you can call on this goddess to work through this, to release having to hold on to past energy so that you can move forward. You can see here in the 5 of Roses, it's 2 children, they're playing. You can also see that she's looking at a butterfly, which is, symbolizes transformation. And, it's like with the 8 of Roses, you can see it's like a community of people. And there's all of these symbols around. Like there's the angel with the wings, there's the bell, there's the candle, and there's the Buddha. It's like find your tribe. Find your tribe to get you out of this past energy. Connect. Find your childlike voice where you're connecting and having more fun. Because that's where I'm feeling like is you're holding so much onto the past that you don't have balance to have fun. You're not having fun. Whatever it is that you're wanting to create, this new beginning, you're not having fun. So Spirit is saying to listen to your own counseling, not to live in the past, to create more balance now, staying in the present and seeing your future. You know, it's like we learn from the past, so there's lessons there, but it's what Spirit is saying though, it's like you're way too much in the past. You haven't learned how to let go. I mean, because when I think of this angel of balance, I think of two scales, and it's like, okay, we visit the past and we learned a lesson, so maybe we might visit just for a minute, just to kind of, oh yeah, I remember I learned that lesson. But you go way down memory lane and talk about past hurts, and it's keeping you in this victim mentality. And that's where it's like when somebody else is suffering from that, you always have the right words to tell them, but you're not listening to your own words, is what Spirit is saying. You're not listening. And so you have all of this emotional stuff coming up, and it's hard for you to focus on what it is. You know, this one of keys is like, it's a transformation, it's a new beginning, and you just can't seem to get there because the Five of Roses and Eight of Roses, this emotional. But if you can find your tribe and tap into that childlike energy, listen to your words. So Spirit is saying that during this full moon, you are being asked to release the past because you are blocking yourself from your new beginning. So I would really write something out, whatever is hurting, has been hurting you from the past memories that you can't let go. Spirit wants you to know it's time to let it go. Take this new full moon and give the past to the moon and burn it, so that you can experience your new beginning, your transformation. That is what you're truly desiring. And you're wanting to live a life where it's on your terms, where you get to create it, because that's what the architect does. I mean, you literally could be an architect, you know, have a job, used to have a job or something, but there's something about building, but it's like, you want to be in charge. You want to create your own destiny. You want to manifest what you're envisioning. You want to be in control of your life. You want to feel this expansion. You want to feel this energy of like movement. And you're just like, but I'm so stuck. And what's blocking me from this? Because I know this is what I want. And it's because of this past energy. It's always going back to the past. And when we go to the past, it's very hard to stay in the present and build the future. So call on the angel of balance whenever you're feeling like this. Listen to your words of counseling. Find your tribe of people that understand what you're going through. And I'm hoping that that's what you're finding inside of She's Magic. And, you know, step into this energy, this Five of Roses, this garden of childlike energy, you know, just loving life and exploring and feeling like, you know, yeah, I'm going to build this. Whatever I want to create, I know that I can. Because when you see, it's like, look at the smile on his face. He knows what he's creating and he's going after it. So for my pile twos, if you're feeling like you're being blocked from manifesting this new life that you want, Spirit wants you to know that this is what's been holding you back, as you've been staying in the past. So I hope this resonated with you, and if it did, please leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe for new readings that come out. But yeah, this is what you're being asked to do for this full moon magic. Thank you, my pile twos. Okay, so this reading is for my pile threes. If you chose this pile for your full moon magic to find out what's blocking you from manifesting and what you need to release this full moon, this reading is for you. And you picked this aquamarine quartz crystal. It's beautiful. I love how it has the shimmers of silver in it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to first go with your goddess. So you got Yuki Ono, stillness. So what I'm hearing from this card, what Spirit is saying, is that enjoy the stillness. It's almost like you've had this energy of like rushing and doing, and you really haven't been able to listen to your intuition. There's just been so much going on. And so Yuki Ono is about stillness. Let's go ahead and pull. So this is your purpose. So heart's desire. Angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So what I'm hearing here is what Spirit is saying is that, you know, you've been really working towards your heart's desires. You have your wings spread, and you're really wanting to manifest this new reality. And Spirit is saying that you need to become still enough to hear it, to let your intuition guide you, to know that you are protected and that you are manifesting, but listen for the guidance. So it's reminding you that your heart's desire is there, but listen. Take time for the stillness to listen to your intuition. Your intuition is always giving you breadcrumbs to get to where you're going. And if we're rushing too much and we're running around and we're trying to think of what the next step is, we don't listen to our intuition. And then we find that we have these blocks because we're going against the current. We're not going with the current. So that's what I'm hearing. Let's see what the energy is. So it's contract. Okay, so for my pile three, see, look, we were just talking about balance. You can see the scales there. So this could be literal, you know, there could be a contract, and maybe that's where you've got this anxiety. Maybe it's a job coming in and they need to sign a contract, and it's really a job that you really want. And all this anxiety is coming up, and Spirit saying to be still, to be still. You are manifesting it, but don't get into this lack and scarcity energy and push it away, because it's there. So this could be literal, that there is a contract coming, but then it can also be about creating the balance of your desires by listening to your intuition. Because you can see she has a blindfold on. When you have a blindfold on, you're trusting what you're hearing and not what you're seeing. So that's what Spirit wants to remind you. Trust what you're hearing. It doesn't always have to be what you physically see. So let's move on to your tarot card. So you've got Fated Meeting, Four of Forces, and King of Scrolls. Okay, so you know, if this fated meeting could be literal. It could be about a relationship, your heart's desire. Maybe the contract is a marriage license. This could be a partnership. This could be You know, maybe you're working on a project and you're calling in a new partner, a business partner, and you know, the contract's there, and you're questioning it. It's like, this is really what you want. You want this contract signed. You want this partner. Um, because with the Four of Forces, you can see it's spring and autumn. So spring is about newness. It's about growth. And the King of Scrolls is, you know, really trusting. It's trusting that you have the answers, trusting that um, the information is there. And I'm almost feeling like this is a business partner. Like this is the King of Scrolls. This is someone that you'll be working with. This is the fated meeting. If this is what you're trying, if you're wanting to manifest, is a partner that's going to help you create this business, and it could be someone like an investor, because it almost feels like this energy with the spring coming in and a contract needing to be signed and meeting, because I'm not feeling like this is a love relationship. I feel like it's more of a partner or a teacher or someone that's coming in to give you the information that's leading to your heart's desire. This person that's coming in is bringing in what you need for this new beginning. And so what I'm hearing is that what you're manifesting is some new project, new business. It is your heart's desire, but your monkey mind is robbing you of believing that it's coming to fruition. You know, it's like always thinking, oh, is it going to happen? Or, you know, it's like questioning, wanting it to happen quicker. And that's where I see like the scales. It's like you're wanting that balance. You're wanting to have this partner, this King of Scrolls, this person that's coming to help you with whatever it is that you're growing. But Spirit's saying that during this full moon, you need to sit with yourself, be still, listen to your intuition, trust your inner guidance, whether it's for this contract, this business partner, you know, creating something new. Maybe somebody wants you to get into business with them and you're questioning, you're not sure if it's the right one, the right business for you. And so Spirit is saying the reason why you aren't hearing because you're not still enough. You're overthinking everything. And know that your heart's desire, there's angels there supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dream becomes a reality. So when you step into this energy, going inwards and knowing that source energy runs through you, that you are protected, then you won't question, is this contract legit? Or you know, is this the right partner? Am I going to receive this fresh beginning? So that, you know, because on the flip side of it is autumn. And so that's when the harvest comes in. So it's really wondering if this contract is ever coming, this partner is coming, so that you can start planting your roots, planting your seeds, because you want it to blossom to something, so that in the autumn you can start reaping from the seeds that you sowed. And this King of Scrolls is someone, you know, that's coming in that you can trust, that's going to help you with all of these questions that you have. But you have to be still enough to know that this person or this partner or this business or this contract is the right one for you, by listening to your intuition, by listening for Spirit's guidance, by knowing that your angels will give you the answers. Go inwards and the angels will give you the answers, because you are always protected. So release this energy of having to know right now, is what I'm hearing, because Your energy of needing it now, now, now is creating the resistance from this flowing in. I'm really feeling like this is more business related, but it could be a marriage, you know, it could be a relationship, it could be somebody that you're dating. If you picked pile 3 and this resonates with you, it could be with business. Like I said, this is a general reading. Um, so I'm going to give you 2 coins, you know, each side of the coin. And so it could be about a real contract, a marriage contract, this meeting this person and starting a new life together. And, you know, he's someone that can be trusted. He is the King of Scrolls. And so maybe you're wondering if this is the right person, or, you know, do you really have these feelings, or is this the person that you want to spend your life with? It could be that kind of emotion where Spirit is saying, be still and listen. Be still and know that you are supported and you are being guided. If this person, if it's a fated meeting, that's where it's like your twin flame or your destined partner kind of energy. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a emotional, you know, like a husband, you know, or a wife, or it doesn't have to be literal, but it can be. But it could be a partner, a working partner. This could be an assistant, somebody that you are wanting more help with so you can really focus on sowing your seeds. And you're confused about, you know, are you hiring the right person? That kind of energy. So this is where Spirit is saying the reason why you are feeling stuck, this is what you're wanting to manifest. And the reason why you're feeling stuck and why you're being blocked is because you're not listening. You're not trusting that the angels are there supporting you. So during this full moon, the magic is releasing having to know all the answers now, and trust that you are being supported, that everything that you're wanting to manifest is unfolding. So if this reading resonated with you, my pile 3s, please hit the like button, leave me a comment and let me know if this really hit home with you. And let me know, is there a business that you're working on, or is this a relationship that you're wanting to manifest? I'd love to hear from everyone who listens to these readings. I'd love to hear if it really resonated. And then again, hit the subscribe button, because I am going to be doing more readings like this. Thank you very much, my pile 3s. Okay, She's Magic Sister, welcome to your reading for this full moon magic. So if you picked pile number 4, this reading is for you. And you picked the quartz crystal cluster, which is about clarity. So let's go ahead and get going with your reading. Okay, so the goddess that's showing up for you is Hera. Hera is the goddess of alliance. So I'm almost hearing like you feel like you're being left out in the cold. Like whatever you're wanting to manifest, you can see like she's looking a little despondent. It's like, you know, it's like whatever you're wanting to manifest, you need to form an alliance with yourself. Maybe it's you're not keeping that contract with yourself. Let's say if it's a project you're working, this might not literally be about having to have someone, you know, an alliance, you know, that's supporting you. This could be an alliance with yourself, like keeping a promise to yourself. Maybe you've been keeping promises that you're going to do something, and it's not coming to fruition. It's not manifesting because you keep giving up on it. So let's go ahead and see what your next card is. Trust. Yeah, so you got the card trust, which trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Yeah, so that makes sense. It's like you're feeling like there is no alliance. Like there's a you're working on something and you're feeling like is this the right path? Should I trust this? Is this, because with the alliance coming, like I was saying before about, it's not coming to fruition fast enough, it's not manifesting quickly. You're blocking yourself because you're not fully in it. You haven't formed an alliance towards what it is that you're manifesting. You keep going back and forth, and then it's like, is this the right project for me, or is this the right? We'll get in further, but it's whatever you're waffling back and forth. It's because you have a trust issue, and it's very hard for you to have this alliance because you keep going back and forth wondering, are you on the right path? Are you doing the right thing? Kind of energy. So let's see what you've got here. Yeah, so you got victory. That's a beautiful card. So that's where, if what Spirit is saying, that once you form the alliance, to give your 100% to whatever this is that you're manifesting, and you trust that you are on the right path, that is when you will receive the victory. You're the only person standing in your own way. Yeah, I mean, she's beautiful, Goddess Hera, and she's looking outwards, but it's almost like you can see, look at that look on her. It's like she's a little despondent, like feeling left out in the cold. And Spirit's saying is once you trust, that's when you're going to receive your victory. So let's move on to your tarot cards. Yep, so you got Archangel Michael, on track. What was I just saying? That you're going back and forth wondering if I'm on the right track. And the journey. It was amazing. So Archangel Michael oversees, is always with you, overseeing everything. So if you can tap into this energy that you are fully supported, that form your alliance with Archangel Michael, to know that you are on the right path, because you're the only one that's blocking you from your manifestation. It's this feeling of second guessing yourself. Am I on the right career path? Am I creating the right project? Or, if you're creating a business and it's like you are fighting with perfectionism, and then because it doesn't look the way that you think, or maybe you're in this comparison. It's like I see where she's looking out and feeling a little despondent. It's like this energy of maybe I'm not enough. Maybe because you're comparing yourself. It's like you're looking out and seeing what everybody else is accomplishing, what everybody else is doing, and you're really wanting to manifest this victory, but it's like it's not coming to fruition because you haven't committed 100% to it. Whatever it is, you haven't committed 100%. And because you haven't committed 100%, that's why you're not feeling this energy of this victory. You're the one who's blocking yourself from the victory. And it's this feeling of not trusting that you're on the right track, because this is keeping you from your journey. So this literally could be about, maybe you want to make a move. Maybe there's somewhere that you want to leave. You want to cross the waters. You want to leave from where you live. You want a new beginning. And you're feeling stuck because you don't trust that this is the right way. Maybe you got a job offer and it's going to take you on a journey, and you're questioning, like, is this for me? Am I on the right track? Like, if I take this job and I go across the waters, or take this on, what if it doesn't work out? And so Spirit is saying, call on Archangel Michael for support. Form an alliance with Archangel Michael, because you are on the right track. That is where your victory is when you give it 100%. No one else. No one else. It's like, when I see this look out, it's like you've been looking at what a lot of other people are doing, or you've been looking outside of yourself to see if this is for you, because you want outside validation. And Spirit is saying it's an inside job. It comes from trusting your feelings and dreams so you can be guided to your path. Because when you trust it and you know that it's yours, that's when you feel like you're on track. Even though you are on track and it's taking you on a journey, it's very hard to be aligned with it when you don't trust it, when you don't trust that you're able to have this victory. So Spirit is saying, quit looking back, looking for approval from others. Trust that you have what it takes for what this victory is. Form the alliance with yourself. This is about making a karmic contract. You commit to the work, you commit to what you want, and that's when you receive the victory. Nobody else is going to give it to you. Nobody else is going to be able to tell you what track to pick, what journey to go on. Only you have the vision to be able, because you could see, it's like where she's looking, it's like all of this light around her eyes. It's just, you have the vision, you form your alliance, you go after what you want. So during this full moon, Spirit is saying that you have to release the energy of looking outside of yourself, needing someone else's approval, because that's what's blocking you from your victory. Spirit wants you to form the alliance with yourself. Set the intention that you're going to form the alliance with who you are and yourself for what it is that you want, and not have to ask everyone else if what you're doing is the right thing. Because once you form the alliance, that's when the resistance releases, and you don't block yourself anymore, because you're the one who's blocking yourself. You're on the right track. Spirit wants you to know you're on the right track. This journey, whatever this journey, it could be a literal journey. Like I said, you could have gotten a job offer where you're being asked to go overseas and you're questioning it, wondering. And so you're asking all of these people, is this the right job for me? And it could be, if it's not a literal journey across waters, it could just be a new journey within yourself, a new journey, a new way of thinking, a new journey where it's like you plan what you're going to create, or whatever you're working on, and you commit to it, and you form that alliance with yourself, and you trust that you have what it takes. And because of that, you start taking one step, and it leads to a victory. Because Archangel Michael is there supporting you. You are fully supported, but you're not trusting that you're supported. And so you want somebody to tell you that this is right for you, but you only have the answers. You only know what you want. So my pile fours, if this resonates with you, please leave a comment. I really want to know if you've been really fighting with this career change, or this new move, or wondering if it's the right one for you. And again, if you liked this video, please hit the like button and the subscribe button, because I am going to be doing more of these readings. So during this full moon, take the time to set the intention to form an alliance with yourself. Release these old ways of not trusting, and know that that is what's blocking you. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you, my pile fours.